everybody? It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to basically do a, what should I say? United-related transfer news. All things Man United, Manchester United related transfer news. I hope that this stream is doing okay. First and foremost, apologies for being late. We had some technical difficulties. I don't know if it's StreamYard, what it is, but it's a bit all over the place. So hopefully everything should be sorted out. But let me know if there is anything a bit not up to par, something looking ain't right for the stream. Let me know. But before we start, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 6K subs. Hopefully we can, you know what? I hope that we can do, get that before the season starts, which will be, in the middle of August. So we have about what? A month and a half? I think we can do it. Surely. With the amount of plans that I have for July, I think and hope that we can do it. But either way, let's get into the nitty gritty. Oh, not this one. This one. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Bryan and Mbeumo. Man United. Done deal. This was first. Okay, so we don't have like the heavy hitters such as the Fabrizio Romano or a David Ornstein that has fully confirmed this yet, but there are a couple of other sources, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't waiting for the bumper. I ain't gonna wait for the bumper, and I ain't gonna wait for the here we go for this one. Basically. So Solid Talks, this is an exclusive. Says here, understand Man United reach agreement with Brentford for Bryan Mbeumo. Has always wanted United. No one else. Deal expected to be finalized within the next weeks. Medical and contact signing pending completion. And also confirmed by Jamie Jackson, says now the clubs are discussing add-ons that may take the overall deal close to Brentford's 65 million valuation. And reported by Rob Dawson from the ESPN, says the basic of an agreement for Bryan Mbeumo are in place, with negotiations now focusing on add-ons and the structure of payments. Man United are set to pay a base fee of around 60 million, with potential bonus payments taking the deal towards the 65 million mark. And this is what I said. I said, personally, I ain't doing like 70 plus million. I love the dude. I like him. He's proven, wonderful guy. Like, I'm not going to sit and act like he's not a good player just because he plays for Brentford. We're not going to do that. That's not what I'm going to do. You can do that. But me, personally, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all of that. So he'll be a wonderful addition, 100%. And us, Man United, like over the years, we've been known to be able to get proven players. We've done that for years. But the last few years, we kind of stepped away from that and mostly focusing on getting players in and around Europe. And, that's okay. But I do think that finally getting back to getting more proven players, I don't see what the problem is. I think that's a good thing that we're doing that. And for the right price, of course. Because I was saying 60 million plus 5 million add-ons, I think that's pretty all right. And there's been multiple reports saying, basically all just kind of fabricated news saying, oh, he will be overpriced. The fee, the weekly wages would be 250 plus. No. Reported by Jamie Jackson says Matheus Cunha is believed to earn a basic of 150,000 a week at Man United. So Bryan Mbeumo's salary would at least match this. So I don't know where the 250 to 300K came from the people. And I feel like a lot of often transfer news that we've been hearing about do they really be talking that much about wages for the clubs? No, not really. They kind of mostly be doing that for United, at least in my book. But hey, we move. Either way, it's a brilliant signing, and I cannot wait for this to be done. Fabrizio Romano also says on Bryan and Mbeumo, what I can add today is that the player has been clear with Brentford. Going to Man United for him is a dream move. He would like to go to Man United as soon as possible. Also believe there's been other reports saying that medical now, they kind of want to get that sorted ASAP. Big up Ravi, by the way, and big up Bart. With the Mbeumo, we want to get him in the door for Man United ASAP because we're going to be presuming preseason. Okay, like training basically we'll presume right before we go into the preseason. Ruben Amorim wants all the players back by July 7th. For July 7th, he's like, yo, y'all got to be back. Party's over. Vacation's over. I need you back. We need to get ready for preseason, which then means get ready for the season. So you got Cunha in the door. Mbeumo get him in as well. Hopefully we can get a striker in. I would have preferred to get everybody in, but that's not going to happen. If we get Mbeumo in, not if, when, because I'm going to say that now. Big up to Lumba. Hope you're doing well. Then make sure we also do get a striker in. And speaking of, United are looking for a striker, wingback, midfielder, and a goalkeeper, but filling all the gaps depends on offloading unwanted players. So, yeah, we need outgoings to be essential. We will talk about that. Yeah, another news. Diego Costa to Man United. Y'all know me when we were linked with him the same time when we were also linked with Onana and we got Onana. I was saying I wanted Onana. I said hell no to Diego Costa. Just because I was wrong on Onana doesn't mean that I'm necessarily wrong on the opposite side for Diego Costa, because he doesn't take for Portugal, but he has the bow, so you need him as well. He ain't like, I'm sorry. Okay, penalty, shot stopper here and there. Okay, you do your thing, but it's like, and also for the price that they want, hell no. You know what? I don't want to pay that much money for a goalkeeper. Find me gems, but that doesn't have to cost that much. Because Porto, they've asked Man United for 50 million plus bonuses to part ways with Diego Costa. Talks ongoing as the Portuguese keeper pushes for a Premier League move. Amorim wants Costa in Man United squad and had talks in January. Porto, like I said, obviously want that money plus add-ons for the keeper. I'm saying no. Big up, Everest. By the way, Nørgaard is not Norwegian, he's Danish. So, yeah, just needed to let you know he's not Norwegian, he's Danish. Easily an honest mistake, but Danish. Don't know if it's a good deal, but either way, the culture and the way Man United is run still remains. I'm not moved. We can get all the signings we need, but as long as the owners are still here, I don't give a F. Sorry. And I think that's warranted. Your feelings, I acknowledge them and I understand. I'm not going to sit there. You know how I feel, Tolumba. I've been saying Glazes out, Ineos out. Ineos got to do a whole lot for me to do 180 and be on board again. They got to do a whole lot. Because they've been effing up quite a lot. And they put us in this mess. I mean, obviously the Glazers, of course, before that. But like, would we have been so far down the gutter with Ineos if it wasn't for the mistakes that they made? I wanted somebody else. I wanted to hear this.
Today I feel Qatari.
That's what I wanted to hear. But no, we have to do this whole Sir Jim, blah, blah, blah. I told you guys. I wasn't fooled by all of that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Nobody wanted to listen to me. But hey, we move. So with Costa, do I want him? No. I would want, I don't know, I don't have like this goalkeeper. Like I might not be super like in tuned like I was when we were linked with Onana, because Onana was like, I want Onana. And that just grew up completely right in my face, unfortunately. But we move. So we'll keep you updated in regards to that. But 50 million for me, for him, nah. No. This guy here, Adon Yashi. Man United are monitoring him, and I've shown interest in him, but Yashari is currently focused on Milan, reported by Florian Plettenberg. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see much of this guy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to be like, did I hear about this guy before he was linked with us? I don't think I know he's played for Club Brugge, but when I've been watching Club Brugge over the years, the last few years, that's been mostly for Antonio Nusa, because he's been working, been just killing it. Other than that, so I'm not going to sit there and act like I know a lot about this guy. No, I don't. Literally, this guy could be walking down the street and I wouldn't know a thing.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this man. He could be walking down the street and I wouldn't know a thing. I honestly want the best for Amorim. I'm tired of changing manager. I hear you. Even though I've been saying like he got to go after the whole Europa League thing. If he turns it around, I hope he does. He's now here. So I'm not doing this whole sack him right now. He's here. He's here. I'm not doing no sacking. I ain't doing all of that right now. So that's where I'm at. But I'm just kind of like tired of it, It's tiring, this whole thing. It is. But we move. Next on outgoings, Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Dun, dun, dun. Barcelona, reported by Rob Dodson, have asked Man United for details on Marcus Rashford's situation, but have indicated their preference would be for a loan deal, which could require United to pay a portion of his wages. I'm saying hell no. If you want him on loan, then you cover his wages. Because I ain't gonna lie, I want a full sale. But I'm also saying, if he ends up going on loan and they cover all of his wages, and I go sit and say, that's horrible? No. But you need to have a option to buy or an obligation to buy, or both. We can't have it be, okay, it comes back to us and then we start again. No. I ain't doing all of that. Because the way Rashford is twerking for Barcelona, the way he's wearing the shirt, even though this is AI, well, not AI, but this is edited, kind of feels like I could see it, I could see Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Like, I generally can't see it. And it's sad how it all transpired. But am I going to sit here and cry about it? No. I'm not going to sit there and cry about it. Because it is what it is. Also reported by Time Sport, if United loans Rashford to Barca, they could ask for a loan fee and have Barca cover his 325,000 a week wages, saving nearly 17 million a year just from his wages. And Rob Dawson again, Marcus Rashford intends to return to Carrington for the start of preseason if a move does not materialize in the coming weeks, yeah, we gotta wrap it up. He needs to go, because there's no way you have him a part of preseason after the way he's been completely left out of the club by Amorim. Like, there's no way. There's no coming back from this. Nada. You cannot come back from this. Like, there's no way. How? You can't. You can't. You can't. Rash is struggling to find a team. I thought he was a star, but the way Giddy FC overhyped him. Interesting. We have to move. I mean, I think he's going to go, though. I generally do believe that he will be going for sure. I do think he will. Jay Panda says, hey, Sophia, I want in the midfield upgrade. I want the Colombian Richard Rios or Polina. And I'm worried the striker situation we can end up with Calvin Lewin from Calvert Lewin. The hell is Calvin? Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I almost swore, by the way, Lord. From Everton and Barca can't afford his full wages. Okay. Yes. Like the thing. Well, let's move on. Onana staying. As it seems, Andre Onana will be staying. Reported by Mike McGrath. Monaco's pursuit of Andre Onana is facing a major setback due to his salary and bonuses being beyond their reach, making a deal unlikely for now. And I mean, Paul Pogba is going there. I believe also Monaco is in the Champions League. They're going to be there, so I definitely will be. I need to watch Paul Pogba ball. I need to watch Paul Pogba play ball again. So we will be tuning in. Oh, don't you worry. And it would have been lovely to see this guy there, but he might be staying. I feel like some part of me still do believe that he's going to go. I haven't given up. I literally haven't given up. Legit. I haven't. So we have to wait and see. And lastly, because this is not going to be the longest stream, Sancho to Juventus. The reports, I think I did talk about it last week, because I haven't done that many streams the past few weeks. I did talk about Sancho to Fenerbahce. Looked to be that Fenerbahce was actually recently the reports that, Sancho had agreed personal terms with Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce was trying to sort something out with Man United. Now Juventus is in it. So this is very different compared to Rashford. Rashford, you don't really have that many suitors. With Sancho, he's been having multiple suitors. The problem is that it's the wages for both, but especially for Sancho, the wages is kind of an issue. And he don't really kind of want to take the wages down. Yeah, we won't be able to have the longest stream because my voice today, this whole week, been strained. But we're trying. So Juventus would like to sign Jadon Sancho. However, they want a loan with an option to buy or obligation based on certain circumstances, while Man United would like a permanent sale. Juventus are also hesitant about Sancho's wages. And earlier today, video call with Juventus planned today. Man United must ask to sign 21 million bargain star and Jadon Sancho interest. There's also other reports saying maybe they would want to kind of give us Dusan Vlahovic or Douglas Luiz on the other way. And I'm like, nah. Respectfully, nah. I want my money, and then we get somebody else. That's where I'm at. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Will Sancho go? And if so, where is he going? When it comes to the striker market, it's a little bit quiet now. We'll probably hear something soon. I mean, Fabrizio Romano did tweet that Sheshko followed Arsenal on the gram. So will that mean that Gyökeres is free? But then again, there were other reports saying that Gyökeres to Liverpool. And I'm like, nah, that will hurt me. So no. I need Gyökeres. I need to see this at Oath. I need to see Gyökeres pull that with Man United. With a Man United shirt. Literally. Okay, I gotta end the stream. My voice is completely done. So at least I got to do a live. So my battery's about to die. But guys, thank you so much for being a part of the stream. I will be back tomorrow probably to film. I was supposed to do it today, but because of the Mbeumo news, I decided to postpone it. But my women's Euros prediction for this year's women's Euros, of course, will be hopefully I'll be able to film that and post it tomorrow. Today marks, I'm now on a summer holiday break from my day job, so I get to do a bit more of this again, which is going to be nice. But just I'm a bit strained from being sick for at least a week and having like the after effects of being sick. Damn, with the bad cough. But either way, we're going to come back stronger very, very soon. Thank you for being here. So stay tuned for that video. If there's anything news breaking, we'll be live tomorrow, especially now that we have more time. We will be live. So, or drop a video, but something will be out. So like, subscribe, have the notification bell button, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. So peace out. Bye-bye.